Flu season is ramping up early. The CDC says 60% of the country has some level of flu activity, and that's unusually high for this time of year.
The Army's top germ lab was abruptly shut down. Tonight, the CDC trying to extinguish the health emergency linked to e-cigarettes until it figures out why so many people are getting serious lung injury.
This year, even before peak season, 30 states are reporting a higher number of flu cases than at the same point last year or even for the last 10 years.
In historic Frederick, Maryland, are the biological warfare laboratories. Volunteers were a picked group to expose a person to a biological aerosol.
A mysterious respiratory illness has hit a second assisted living facility in Fairfax County. The county health department says 25 people have gotten sick at the Heatherwood retirement community in Burke. Now, no one there has died, and health officials say there is no direct link to the mystery illness that is causing people to get sick both at Green Spring nursing home facility in Springfield, where 3 people died. 63 people were sick there. 19 employees have reported symptoms, too. The county health department says they haven't found the cause just yet, and the truth is they may never be able to do that.
In older adults, we have a number of outbreaks of respiratory illnesses that occur every year that we investigate. Many of those are caused by influenza, but of the outbreaks that are not flu, there are some where we never identify the etiology. It's just difficult to do the testing and to identify the cause in older adults.
Wow, could it have been flu in July? We'll have to find out, hopefully. The CDC has tested the facility, and they're still waiting for those results.
Health officials in 2 labs are trying to pinpoint what's causing the mystery illness that's spreading through a Fairfax County retirement community. Dozens of people have been sickened, and 2 deaths could be connected. ABC 7's Jay Korf is on your side tonight at the facility in Springfield. Jay?
Yeah, that's the big concern. They just don't know what they have here. They've conducted a number of tests in labs throughout the region, in fact, throughout the state. They've ruled a couple of things out like influenza and strep, but they know that there are a lot of other possibilities. We don't know if the ambulance quickly leaving Green Spring Retirement Community in Springfield is for yet another elderly resident sickened by a disease outbreak that has hospitalized at least 18 residents. 2 have died. Health officials are not sure those deaths are connected to the outbreak, but concede it's possible. But what Fairfax County Director of Epidemiology, Dr. Benjamin Schwartz, is telling us is that while respiratory outbreaks are not uncommon in assisted living facilities, this one has his full attention.
I think what stands out to me is the number of cases that have occurred in a fairly short period of time.
Dr. Schwartz says the first case hit June 30th, with the bulk of illnesses coming over the weekend. Symptoms usually start off with just a cough, but others have come down with pneumonia. He says the facility informed the county Tuesday, all cases from one building, Garden Ridge, where residents require more care. In this letter to residents, Green Spring officials said visitation to Garden Ridge has been suspended until further notice. We ask that no Garden Ridge residents, healthy or sick, leave their respective neighborhoods.
And Mr. Secretary, have you seen anything that gives you high confidence that it originated in that Wuhan lab?
Martha, there's enormous evidence that that's where this began. We've said from the beginning that this was a virus that originated in Wuhan, China. We took a lot of grief for that. While the intelligence community continues to do its work, they should continue to do that and verify so that we are certain. I can tell you that there is a significant amount of evidence that this came from that laboratory in Wuhan.
Do you believe it was man-made or genetically modified?
Look, the best experts so far seem to think it was man-made. I have no reason to disbelieve that at this point.
Exactly where it came from, who it came from, how it happened, separately and also scientifically. So we're going to be able to find out.
And my question is, have you seen anything at this point that gives you a high degree of confidence that the Wuhan Institute of Virology was the origin of this virus?
Yes, I have. Things happened. They either didn't do it, or they couldn't do it from a competent standpoint, or they let it spread. And I would say probably it got out of control. But there's another case that how come they stopped all the planes and all of the traffic from going into China, but they didn't stop the planes and the traffic from coming into the United States and from coming into all over Europe. I mean, look at Italy. Look what happened to Italy.
今日美国报在报道德克里特堡生物基地的时候呢，认为发生事故以及有过病毒泄露的实验室在美国似乎是一个常态，这些风险可能正在蓄势待发。那么根据美国媒体自己的报道，这个德克里特堡附近的地区啊，在这个基地关闭不久之后，就爆发了莫名其妙的电子烟疾病，随后造成的大流感，在美国造成了至少3200万人感染，其中1.8万人死于流感相关的疾病。那么根据美国疾控中心主任雷德菲尔德的公开的承认，有部分的流感病例、死亡病例实际上感染的是新冠肺炎。那么这些不是猜测，也不是我的话，都是从网上可以查得到的美国媒体的报道，我只不过给大家援引一下。那么针对这样的一些情况呢，我们注意到，包括美国国内还有国际上，的确有很多的质疑的声音。你包括今年3月以来，美国国内要求美政府公布关闭德克里特堡生物基地的真实的原因，这方面的呼声越来越高。那么要求查清德克里特堡生物基地关闭与电子烟疾病、大流感和新冠肺炎之间这个是什么关系？这方面的呼声也是越来越高。那么美国不是要公开透明吗？不是要调查吗？我们中方在信息公布方面一直是公开透明的，我们也一直支持世卫组织根据国际卫生条例开展相关的工作。不知道美方可不可以履行他的一个信念，也公开透明，像中方一样公开透明呢？不知道美方他可不可以开放德克里特堡生物基地，开放它在美国国内以及世界各地，包括在乌克兰和哈萨克斯坦的生物实验室来接受国际社会的独立调查。那么美方可不可以接受邀请世卫组织或者国际独立调查的专家去美国去调查这次新冠肺炎疫情它真正的起源和美方的应对情况呢？